probably pretty confused as to what's happened. I am too. So I'll try to organize what's happened. I was minding my own business as usual when a large sack full of smelly stuff hit my head. It wasn't very nice, so I just sat under trees from then on. Then, a few days after that, a letter appeared right in front of me. Not like the rest, it appeared, it didn't fall. I read it, and some group called the Deep Space Regime has turned my planet into a dumping ground. Yeah, it sucks. I live here my entire life, and now it's garbage. After this, a young man who says his name is Lando Miles shows up, and then tells me he's here to find a signal. I didn't know my planet had a signal. Anyways, he tells me he can take me somewhere safe if I want to go, and I agree. He has to go get some supplies for the trip, but he says he'll come back, and I believe him. After he leaves, a few hours later, an older Asian man and a man who says he's a teacher show up. They're pretty nice. They ask about Lando, and then they play cards with me for a while, and I appreciate the company. Even later, Lando comes back, and he knows the fellows. What a small world. They even call him by name. Then he comes up to me and tells me to go to the ship. I don't know what happened after that, but Lando looks pretty beaten up right now. I'm in his ship, and I don't know where we're headed, and I don't know if I trust him, but the one thing I do know is that I missed 1223.
How did I stir up such a mess? Maybe it was a decision I made, maybe it's out of my control. That's not possible. Here's how it goes, I'll keep it short. I formulated the Trash Planet Initiative to clean up the pollution problem in my sector. Completely alright, it only transports trash to one planet, 1223. This system is based off of Clement's gene type, it's not too complicated either, and 1223 only has one resident, a Nicholas D. His history doesn't matter, he forgot all of it and believes he's lived there his entire life. What does matter, though, is that I found a signal going towards the planet, and who else but our old pal Lando Miles. He used to work with me back in the day. He even went on one of my most important missions after we gave him a place to live outside of that colony. He was grateful, but along the way he left. This is the first time I've seen him since then, and I wasn't too happy for obvious reasons. He probably hates us and our goals. All the DSR wants to do is make the average gene type stronger than it is now. Regardless, he was on his way to 1223, and I couldn't have him turning the old man against us. So I sent Desu and Clement, since they don't have to kill him to stop him, and because I know Clement misses Lando. I don't know the exact details, but apparently they were too late. The old man hates the Deep Space Regime now. I'm scared of his gene type. It's incredible. I might even want him as a part of my team one day, if he didn't get turned against us by Lando. Maybe I shouldn't worry about what's happened and focus on what's going to happen, especially since that's all I can control.
I have no idea how the boss is going to fix this. He's essentially turned the entire underground against us. It's pretty hilarious, except for the part where I can't walk for 4 weeks. Here's how it happened. I was minding my own business. You're doing transportation. See, it makes sense because my gene type opens doors that can connect anywhere. All I need is an actual door. I'm doing my regular thing, connecting gates to transport goods, and Alexander comes up and asks me to do a mission. He says it'll be particularly interesting, a clueless old man. For me, I'm like, hey, it's better than shipping all your garbage. So, me and Desu go to this planet to stop my old pal Lando Miles from meeting a clueless old man, and guess what happens? We're too late. The old man hates the DSR. Good thing we didn't introduce ourselves as part of it, because he might have taken us out right there. As soon as we start playing cards, Lando walks up all high and mighty, like always. We invite him to play cards, we're polite people. This asshole starts trying to fight Desu, and I have to intervene. I used to beat up Lando all the time when he was little and ran around with us back in the day. Or I guess he's been working out or something. Desu surprised him because he evolved this fog. It used to only be poisonous, but now it's tangible and he can carry things with it. Lando still thought it was only poison. Then he got a little message from us. He knows he's banned in our territory, but now he knows that if we see him, he's done. That's all that happened. Desu beat up one of the Underground's biggest leaders, and now the Underground has a time-related Type 4 on their side. I hope Alex is ready for a world of fun.